Hey Aquarius, welcome to your general love read. This is for July 13th through the 19th. Although, again, time is fluid, so whatever it is that comes along and it resonates, that's when it was meant for you. Don't try to make it resonate with you if it's not your story. There may be bits and pieces, or roles could be reversed, okay? As well, if it does resonate, please like, share, comment, and subscribe, because I will come back at the end of next week and I will look at all of the videos from this week. Whichever one gets the most loving contributions, I will release a bonus extended building on this. And I'm getting asthma, so there's something that you need to hear about that, or within this reading, somebody really needs to hear this. Also, if it resonates, there is a link to my Patreon extended program. Beginning of the month is the best time to join. You get the whole month to just cross-watch to your heart's content, okay? It gives you my whole catalog as well as exclusive readings. Like I just did here on YouTube, a pick a card pile reading for the weekend. And over in Patreon, I did an all sides of the same thing. So they got to see like both the deeper end and then the end of, well, what's really going on for me, what's really going on for my person, all of that. I do start out my readings by pulling a card for the collective. So whether this reading is for you or not, I'm pulling out a card for the collective for Aquarius from my Mindset Unicorn Mindset and Affirmation Oracle deck. This is version 2.0, which will be available today for pre-order on my website, in the store, or on, I should have it on Etsy. I'm hoping to have it on Etsy as well. So I'll pull out the card for the collective. Then I'm going to lay out the foundation, and then I'm going to clarify the foundation. All right. I will also pull out intention. Spirit is guiding me to, they actually guided me to remove a deck for this week's readings, and I've pulled in the Romance Angels to work as a clarifier as needed. Okay, so we'll see how all of this goes. All of my readings are guided by Spirit. I am an intuitive, so we'll just see where it is. It was obviously meant for somebody for this to be this way this week. At the end, I will pull messages from the universe and an oracle card. When I go into the extended, I do the same thing for the flip side energy. So if this resonates with you, the flip side is your person, okay? If this resonates as divine feminine mostly, then the other side will be mostly divine masculine. All right, so let's get started, Aquarius. Okay. Aww. My brain is retrograding, so I'm getting lots of messages. When I saunaed earlier, I have a portable infrared sauna, which I have written about on my Paleo Veggio blog. A lot of you probably don't know that I am a wellness and holistic coach, as well as an intuitive coach. I call myself an energy coach because that's all of it is. But I wrote on my Paleo Veggio blog about the sauna that I've had, the infrared sauna that I've had for the last over a year. I love it. Okay. All right. So for the collective, you get one of my new cards. So 2.0 has 54 cards in the deck. The release from 2 years ago has 30. So you get heart. Okay. You are being asked to open your heart today and consider what could be stopping you from giving or receiving love. Okay, that's the channeled message that goes with the card. The quote is, when our heart is open, everything we do becomes love. Okay, so you're definitely being, asked to work on that heart chakra, open up your heart. Especially, I feel like there's a receiving aspect, okay, that has been lacking, okay. For the intention, okay, you could have just had a bit of an ascension, okay, maybe with this lunar eclipse, and you're looking at things a little bit differently. I feel like because of this, you may have stepped back, okay. This miser is like a Four of Pentacles. This is someone who is like really judgmental about what someone else is taking from them. Now, this could be because you have not been opening yourself up to receive, okay? So you've been doing all of the giving. And now you're like, no, this is going to change, okay? Again, going along here with this opening up, this lunar eclipse, this new beginning, okay? We have the Fool, which is my transforming Fool, okay? So I feel like your root chakra is opening up, all right? And so you already have a bit of that intuitiveness going on. That's why the upper area is already transformed. But with all of these, I'm being shown all of these flowers at the bottom today, where you're now opening up the root chakra. And so you're going to start feeling some of that awakening coming from the bottom up. All right. Past energy, High Priestess. So you could have gone very intuitive into trying to figure out the truth in a relationship. Okay, this is my bride, High Priestess. So this is somebody that is committed or looking to be committed. Okay, and Spirit's laughing at me. Spirit's like saying, and some of y'all, for the choice that you have picked, should be committed. But that's where you're getting to the truth, they're telling me. Okay, and they're showing me like all of these fruits as pomegranates. And pomegranates can be very supportive for the divine feminine, okay, as far as very healing hormonally. So just a little tip, okay. Current energy is you are recalibrating, okay. You're recalibrating your heart, you're recalibrating your passion, you are balancing out your divine feminine, divine masculine, and coming into a strength, okay. Future energy, Six of Swords. Whatever this truth is that you have worked out, you're trying to move forward from it, okay. You still are getting internally in your head about all of this, but you are trying to move forward. So let's clarify this a little bit more. Now, I really do love the Crow Tarot deck, and the creator has a new deck coming out in the fall, and I'm so lucky that I'm one of the people that's going to get it. Cannot wait. So, okay, this is all about, okay, twin flame soulmate connection here. This is why you are transforming. There's that asthma. You needed to hear that. You are learning to receive. This person is triggering you. You are triggering them. Okay. You feel like there's a decision that needs to be made for your overall wellness. Okay. I am getting here, okay, that you could be in separation, but I feel like this is coming back together. All right. There was some miscommunications, which probably were just triggers. All right. And now you are coming into this like bringing the foundation now. Now that you've worked through this, you're bringing the foundation. Okay, because I got the 10 of Pentacles. All right. Okay, so this truth that came out is what turns you into miserly the miser, okay? You want to start again. You did want to start again, but you just couldn't stop holding on to this fact that why am I the one who always has to come forward? Okay. Now let me tell you a little tiny bit here about the run and chase sort of energy, okay? So when you are dealing with a divine relationship like this, where you are being meant to learn something, the energy pulls at you. And sometimes rather than wanting to learn, you want to run and chase. All right? And when you're running and chasing, you are doing all the giving. When you pull back, you are doing all the receiving. You need to come into balance where the receiving and the giving are equal. All right? Because what happens is the person who's feels like they're doing all the chasing gets to the point where they're like, well, again, my heart is just feeling broken. Like you might be saying, I am broken. Okay? But what happens is that you pull back, doesn't necessarily change the heartache, but then the other person, now they feel abandoned. Okay? It's a mess. But it's all meant to bring up things inside to give you what you need to work on, okay? What you need to work on to come into your own divine union, to come in divine union with your person. So, pulling back, okay? Again, because somebody was doing all the getting, okay? Just like I just said, somebody was getting it all. And with the Queen of Cups there, and loving it all. Like, who wouldn't love to be getting it all, right? And your truth was that I want a new beginning, okay? I want this to restart and go back to, because I feel like initially this had very good equal give and take, but then you weren't learning anything, so then it got out of balance, all right? Okay, so currently, all right, coming into your inner strength, 10 of Wands. So somebody's ready to move on, okay, or move forward. But I feel like it's a moving on because someone has gone into hermit mode. They're in a storm. They've lost sight of what they're wishing for. The light is still there. The inner light is still trying to bring that highly intuitive energy. But this person is now, they're the one that's running, okay? Chariot energy. But I want you to know, underlying energy of this, okay, is that it's because of a rebirth, okay, that is coming. And so, okay, future energy, 6 of Swords, trying to figure out how to balance out, okay, all of this. You may be guarded, okay? You're trying to sort, right? You're trying to work on yourself, okay? You're trying to figure your stuff out. This is the 9 of Pentacles, right? To come into that 10 of Pentacles. You can't really have a well-defined new foundation if you haven't worked on yourself fully. So you're doing the transforming. And that's pulling in this King of Wands energy, where now you are recalibrated. Okay, so you've balanced out, okay, balanced out the divine feminine and masculine, come into this inner strength, come into this really great knowing, really recalibrated your energies, and now you're recalibrating the relationship to bring this sunshine and a new birth here to it, okay? And they're showing you that this is all to end the cycle, okay? So let's clarify a little deeper. So in truth, okay, this decision really is to push. If you identify more as the divine masculine, okay, which is not a gender, it's a, the person that is just the more masculine energies. This judgment is meant to push the divine feminine, okay, into their high priestess energy. With the Five of Wands, you're very inwardly conflicted, okay, about actually doing this because you know that it's causing a separation. And so you may not want to make this decision. You may be struggling with it, but I feel like you will, okay, and just deal with the little leftover pain that it will bring up. Okay, so there were really too many questions, okay, about the stability of this relationship, okay? Really blocking coming to that Ten of Pentacles. And truthfully, you needed to work on yourself, okay? You both did. If you ever really want the true happiness to return. So I feel like in the past here, okay, when you came to this realization that, you're perhaps doing all the giving, okay, it really, the decision that you wanted to start over, but it didn't feel like it could start over, really caused you a lot of heartache, okay, a lot of tears. And you know that what you really want is this person. You want the passion back. I feel like with all of the work that's going on here, okay, you are missing out on the passion and that like chemical reaction that you used to have with this person. And that is part of what's pulling you into, okay, this hermit energy, to pull back, to disconnect, and to try to manifest this in a different way. I wondered if that was going to come out. So the Ace of Cups was on the bottom of the deck staring me down. This Ace of Pentacles, the new start that you want, again, that's about the passion I was just talking about. You really want this love to come back into it. It feels too much like work right now. You feel like you can't get away from this person, right? And so that's a struggle to be tied to them, but you are going through this to have that rebirth of that passion. Okay, so, Ten of Wands. Remember I said that someone could be moving forward. Well, I do have Queen and King of Swords here, okay? But the underlying energy is King of Pentacles. So either King of Swords is working on something in order to bring that Ten of Pentacles, that really good, strong foundation forward. Or the Queen, the truth that the Queen is not talking about, that the King knows about, okay, is something going on with the King of Pentacles. You would know what resonates with your story. I'll clarify a little bit in a minute. So again, on the Death card here, okay, this rebirth that is happening really because things are not moving along at enough of a pace. It needs to happen, okay? It really needs to move along, this cycle ending. But it's about healing these wounds, these inner childhood wounds, okay? Very much related to the stability, to the pentacles, to that foundation. That could be why either the King of Swords is trying to really build up that foundation, or why the Queen of Swords is being pulled in by the King of Swords. Because that gives Queen of Swords stability, okay? Balances out Queen of Swords. You could definitely be dealing with an air sign who needs a little more balance, or have a lot of air in your chart. But I do feel like for a lot of you, it is the King of Swords is recognizing this and trying to work on this, because I feel like they see the worth in this. With the Justice cards and this, I feel like they really see the worth and see what this relationship truly is. And they're afraid of letting you go, okay? That's the Judgment card here. They're afraid of letting you go. You're afraid of letting them go as well. This has been the best and the worst times of your life. So future energy, you're feeling guarded, okay? Again, because this is what you desire from your heart, truly. Okay, and you have been asking the universe to move this along so that this new beginning can come forward. Again, underlying energy for a small percentage, I feel like, okay, is the Eight of Cups. That's the end of the cycle. Could be a walking away. It doesn't mean it's forever. It could just be classic separation. Okay. Regardless, while you're working on yourself, okay, there is an energy of trying to block anything from changing. Whatever you have put in place, whatever state the relationship is in right now, you do not want it to change until you get to where you're going. You don't want things to change because you don't want things to change. That had to jump out to say, by the way, remember, you don't want things to change. Okay, again, you don't want things to change until you get to the Ten of Pentacles. I do feel like, again, okay, here, there could be some separation here. This is my not in my bed. So this is, again, the second time in the future energy that we have the Nine of Swords. Definitely guarded. Why? Because you're waiting for the right timing. You're waiting for the divine timing. And underlying card over here, okay, that keeps looking at me from the Mindset Unicorn is that balance, okay? And the channeled message on it is you find yourself in a juggling act today. The secret of this energy is to look inward and understand the connection to your mind, body, soul experience. Seek moderation and patience. Okay? So whatever's going on, have patience that that's going to balance. I am going to clarify here before I pull some cards from the universe. Yeah, for most of you, this King of Pentacles energy is just about the King of Swords, okay, working on their finances and their career, okay, because financial issues are a factor in this love life, and so they're trying to create that stability, bring in that stability. Okay, the cycle that's ending, okay, is also because you're realizing that you deserve love. You were doing all the giving, not the receiving. Now you're realizing that you are worthy of receiving, okay? You had to learn that because you can't have equal duality and have real, true equal duality. I feel like the duality that you had in the beginning was all for show, okay? But, all right, this is all about you figuring out really that you have to be able to receive in order to have the truth of giving. So yeah, King of Swords here, okay, you are working on it, right? You're working it. But your transformation is actually pushing the Queen, okay, into the Queen of Pentacles as well. They are transforming. They are receiving this truth and being able to remove the deception, okay, to find happiness in the stability with the Ten of Pentacles as well. So for the new, that Ace of Pentacles to come forward. Until you guys get there, I feel like there's going to be a lot of inner conflict between the two of you, and especially internally. I feel like most of the conflict between the two of you is going to be triggers, okay? So bring it into form. Okay, so you're working on bringing this forward. Your person is working on bringing this forward, okay? This is all divine timing, looking at all the sacred geometry in this. And again, 41, 4 plus 1 is a 5. Very much internal. Walking on the energy of the heart chakra, using the energy of pure chi, okay? So you're tapped into the universal oneness, healing the heart chakra. And we get dream a beautiful dream. 19, 1 plus 9 is a 10, okay? That completion is coming, all right? This is what? A world. What do you have 2 times here on the board? The world, okay? The end of the cycle is coming, all right? All the energy is lining up. All the timing is lining up. All the work is lining up to come to this cycle ending so there can be that new beginning. So I hope this helped. I'm going to move into the extended and see what's going on with your person, and I hope to see you there. All right, bye.